Oh boy, how are you guys doing today? Mickey here. Oh, whole bunch of Star Wars stuff today and Marvel stuff and just Disney is winning all over. Oh boy, we changed the name of Thunderbolts and the new event. Oh, I mean that was Bob Iger. I had nothing to do with that. It was all Bob Iger. But all right, here we go. Are you guys ready? Oh boy, I'm so ready to go. Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Hey man, that was a good little fix you did right there, man.
Yeah, quick, yo. Went from the bright of the bright to the dark as the dark.
Oh my gosh, man.
Hey man, desperate times call for desperate measures.
So just before, oh my god, just before getting on live, the little one started bawling and yelling, and then my wife started yelling at the dog. And I'm like,
quiet on the set.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
Mother's Day. Doing good, man.
Yeah, man. Good, man. Good.
Danny, I heard you had a horrible experience today. You traveled down the wrong end of movies. You should have stayed away from.
You took a wrong turn. You took a wrong turn. You took a wrong turn.
Right here.
I was surprised you even like this from the title alone. I was surprised you watched.
Did you not watch the trailer beforehand?
Negative.
Oh, you went in blind? Oh man,
bro, you should have. You should have. He's like,
oh,
Paul Rudd. I like Paul Rudd. Let me check.
He's my dude.
I mean, it's got a good cast, but that trailer.
I remember 2 months ago the trailer popped out. It was like Death of a Unicorn, and I saw Jenna Ortega and Paul Rudd. I'm like, bro, I gotta check this out. Yeah. I clicked the trailer. I'm like, not for me.
Nah.
Not for me, man.
What is going on?
Did you finish it, Danny?
Man, I fast forward to the end and see what this man said.
See what happened.
I bet you Danny starts clicking on trailers from now on.
Okay, this looks pretty good. No.
It's actually getting really good reviews, though.
The special effects is what was crazy.
But they're like bad or good?
Oh Lord!
I think it only cost like $8 million to make. Like it's a low budget movie.
Most of that probably went to just
you know how the sci-fi channel movies look.
That's how it was.
Sharknado.
when they brought unicorns in, it was like, oh my god, this is old sci-fi stuff.
Did you guys see the trailer for the Old Guard too?
Yeah, I just put my
no, I didn't.
Oh, did you?
I didn't see it.
It's pretty good, man. It's got Uma Thurman in this one.
I was surprised.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't Charlene Theron in the first one?
Yeah. So and they basically picked up
one too.
They picked up right where the second one left off. Looks like.
Yep.
So,
where that chick from the ocean that was like dying for like a millennia. Finally comes back.
Yeah.
Bro, she's fine as fuck too. So but yeah, man. I thought the Old Guard.
Huh? When they're gonna do a Supercell too, because the first one was pretty good.
A super what?
Supercell.
I didn't see the first one. I'm still waiting for Extraction Part 3.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
that's one of those franchises can go like 4 or 5 movies and still be good, you know.
Yeah. They should have put those in the theater, man.
Yeah,
seriously,
I think it would have done good.
We don't have that many those type of movies really a lot nowadays in theater. I mean, you kind of do with Jason Statham movies.
A lot of his transporter movies were real good back in the day. Then he got real, like what was the last one, The Working Man.
Working Man, yeah. It's I just seen it's on like you can rent it for like $5.99.
I like The Beekeeper. I mean, it was very corny, but I liked it.
I could not take that movie serious, man.
No, exactly, but it was fun.
Yeah. I knew I was getting into with that one.
When a bee strives away from the hive, we need to.
Working Man is very similar to that one.
Yeah, that's what I heard too, man. That it's like it could have been a sequel or a prequel.
He's kind of like he's so typecast now. So it's
what's wrong with Liam Neeson?
Taken.
It's not like Taken.
Yeah, because the girl gets taken for like.
I will say one of Jason Statham's underrated movie that people don't talk about is Cranked. I love that movie. I
Oh,
love that movie.
It's
Yeah, having
guilty
sex for that
pleasure.
kind of
It's a guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah,
I love that
guilty
movie.
pleasure.
I don't know, man. I'm just not a Jason. I tried, man. I watched the first Transporter, didn't like it.
What?
Watched
That
Meg,
got me into
didn't like it. Watched the Expendables. They are what they are. I thought the second one was the only good one.
Mhm.
It's just like Jason Statham is like Jean-Claude Van Damme. If you've seen one Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, you've seen them all.
Yeah.
You know,
He's like
same
a
thing with
version
Steven Seagal.
He's the version of the late '80s, early '90s action stars. They did same movie, just different.
Yep, because
mask on it.
Wrath of Man was pretty good.
Wrath of Man was
Yeah,
good.
yeah, that's a really good one. Really
I
good.
like that one. That was
Did
another
you watch
one that you
Oscar
mentioned to
movies?
me, Danny.
Wrath of Man.
Yeah, I have to say, Danny has been on point when he's been referring movies to me and shows because
Mobland is
Mobland.
crazy, ain't it?
Oh my lord!
You see this last episode that came out last night? Oh,
I'm up to episode 5 right
What's
now.
it called?
Mobland.
Oh yeah,
it has a very
some
Yeah.
of the best TV right now for me, man.
good Osmond, Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
Is it like a historical mob, like
No, it's
current day?
There's two mobbing families in Britain,
Oh, and they're going at it.
and they're going at it, boys.
See, I like Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders?
Yeah, that was good.
I find this better than Peaky Blinders. Actually,
Really? Wow.
it's different because Peaky Blinders set in a different
time period.
Period, right? But this,
Y'all seen that new one with Pierce Brosnan and Samuel Jackson?
No.
What's the name of that movie?
A movie?
I think I saw it, y'all. I said I can't get Mace Windu, so I'm gonna get this.
oh yes, you did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Just I didn't click it.
Does he have a
Boy.
lightsaber?
No. But he's a
Did you
badass
guys
sucker in that stuff.
see the trailer for Peacemaker 2?
I didn't. I'm not a peacemaker.
I didn't watch the first one because I don't like John Cena and I don't like the Peacemaker character. However, this one has me intrigued because they add the Superman characters. Guy Gardner's in it, Hawk Girl's in it.
Yeah.
And
Because all posters are overlapping right now.
yeah, and Rick Flag's father is in it. So he's coming for revenge after what John Cena did to Rick Flag and Suicide Squad.
Rick Flag is in
Suicide
Creature
Squad.
Commandos. Creature Command. His dad though.
Yeah.
He's in Creature Commandos, right?
Yeah, but now he's in this too.
Yeah. So
I was like, okay, I might give this a shot because I want justice for Rick Flag. He got done dirty in Suicide Squad. And then at the end, there's like two John Cenas. So I don't know if he's crossing the worlds or not because obviously Peacemaker took place in the first DCEU. Now you're in the DCU. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But Danny made a joke the other day that, oh my God, Rob doesn't admit when he's wrong. Well, that's a lie. I do admit when I'm wrong, and I am admitting I was wrong because I watched Tales of the Underworld.
Okay.
And I gotta be honest with you though. If it wasn't for the best show on TV right now, Andor, I would not have watched Tales of the Underworld because after Andor, I was like, man, I'm into some Star Wars mood. So I put on Tales of the Underworld. I was like, okay, I'm digging it. And I liked it so much. I went back and watched Tales of the Empire. I never watched that one too. So I just had like a little Star Wars marathon. So yeah, I dug Tales of the Underworld, man. I still don't like the fact that Asajj Ventress is alive.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't like that. At least they explain it, but I don't like it. But I thought the Cad Bane story was the better of the two. Yeah. Especially the ending to the Cad Bane story.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
no joke.
How many episodes is it?
6. 3 episodes for each arc.
They're like 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can binge the whole thing in like 45 minutes.
I'll check it out this week.
Yeah, the animation's really good. So I was like, all right, man, I'm going to give this a shot. And I was actually surprised. I actually really liked it.
If they could do that with a bunch of other Star Wars characters, it would probably make it more interesting and give you a little more time to do. Because like Rob said, nobody asked for it, but it was very interesting to see Cad Bane's where he came from.
Origin.
And it was very good to see. Not looks like they're going to make Asajj Ventress an anti-hero the way it looked like. I don't know if that's going to be in canon or whatever, but I thought it was pretty cool. You saw a brief glimpse of Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's his face? Mr. Dreadlock guy.
Voss.
Quinlan
Voss.
Quinlan Voss, yeah. And then they were tying into the whole
Obi-Wan show.
Yeah, basically the
Order-
Underground Railroad that
Yeah.
was in the
I still haven't watched
Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan.
show.
You
Yeah.
didn't watch Obi-Wan yet?
Nah.
Wow.
Look, man.
Just watch the fight scenes.
Yeah, I think I binged it last week.
I've watched recaps of the show, but I haven't actually watched the show.
You can binge it in like it's like a 2.5 hour movie if you just binge it. It's like
Watch it all the way through.
Yeah, it's just the length of a movie. Because after Revenge of the Sith came out back in theaters last week, I was like, oh, I want to watch this, so I just stood up like an extra couple hours and watched it. Yeah. But I will say this, I guess. Hold on, let me throw this in the super chat.
Why are you?
Abs throwing in $1.99 super chat. Story time, boys. Rob, why are you moving house? I explained this a bunch of times. I'm gonna explain it one more time. Okay, my lease is up in July. Rent in Orlando, Florida, is super expensive. We pay $2,400 a month for a 2-bedroom apartment.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's me, my wife's sister, and her boyfriend. We split the rent 4 ways. So there's me, my wife, and then her sister and her boyfriend. They're in one bedroom. We're in the other bedroom. They're moving back in with her parents, so they're moving out. I mean, can't blame them. They're getting it rent free. I wish I had that type of luck. But me and my wife cannot afford a $2,400 apartment rent every month on just our paychecks alone. So we have to find somewhere else to go.
You're downsizing.
I mean,
I'm trying to figure out why you even telling anybody that. Ain't none of
That too, Danny. I mean,
yeah, you gonna pay for my rent? Super chat higher than that.
Yeah,
exactly.
$1.99.
Send me $1,200 and I'll tell you whatever you want.
Yeah.
200 pounds is more than American. Though.
If you send me another $100, I'll tell you where we're thinking about moving.
Enough for that deposit,
dude. House prices are going up. Well,
we're
we're getting an apartment. We're not getting a house, but we're looking because I need a 2-bedroom apartment. Because I can't keep doing my YouTube stuff in the living room, which I'm doing right now. Gascar goes through the same problem, so we kind of know the struggle. I need a room to do my YouTube stuff.
Dedicated room.
Yeah, so we're looking at like 2 to 3 bedroom apartments, but it's super expensive.
It's going to be further out.
Yeah,
you don't have to. Yeah,
because we live so close to the amusement parks that all the rent are high. Like I can go outside and look. I can go out, open the window, and right there's SeaWorld. That's how close I am.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
So I want to get like way from all the amusement parks.
Yeah,
and I need lower rent because my job is not paying me anymore. I haven't got a raise in almost a year and a half.
I feel you on that.
Rent's going up. Video games is going up. Movies is going up. Yeah, my whole life is
notice
going
that
up.
He didn't even mention food.
everything but your paycheck is going up right now.
Well, my groceries for a week is only like $50 because we do the Fit Life thing. We have the pre-packaged
pre-made
meal.
Yeah.
So my iced coffee is going up too. Like $5 for an iced coffee. Are you out of your damn mind? But
at least you're not like these people that
make some coffee and put some ice in it.
Ice in it. I'm about to say the same thing.
At least you're not like these people that complain about.
I can buy a bag of coffee for $5 and make a bunch of iced coffee.
That's what I'm saying. Like at least it's not like these people that complain about not having money, but you see them with a Starbucks every freaking morning.
No, this it says Dunkin', but it's not Dunkin'. This is what I made myself.
Oh, okay.
I buy a pack of protein drink, like vanilla protein, pour half of it in there with some already made coffee, and I make my own iced coffee.
My daughter makes her own, man.
Yeah,
she makes her own.
Yeah.
So between the prices of everything going up, and then I still owe the IRS $8,000. It's just, dude, this sucks right now, man.
So in other words, people, he needs your super chats in order to keep this channel alive and floating well. So.
Yeah, that's why when I saw the price of Switch 2 video games, I'm like, nah. But we'll get to that later. But what was I talking about? Star Wars. So I came to a realization, and this is just more OCD than anything, but I just have to let it go. I have to come to just accept that even if they say the books are canon, those books aren't canon. Mm-hmm. That they're willing to change whatever they want whenever it doesn't fit their narrative. Because how K2SO was teamed up with Cassian in the books is completely different than the show. What happened to Mom Moth, like what happened in Tales of the Underworld with Asajj Ventress, they just changed stuff. So, I mean, I'm just not going to waste my time reading that stuff anymore if they're just going to focus on doing the show and the movies are the show and the movies and the books are just whatever. I just have to accept
Keep
that.
them apart. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, George Lucas did that for years.
Mhm.
George Lucas said, hey, the books are the EU. This is what's canon in my universe. The problem is Kathleen Kennedy came out and said, from now on, the books are going to be canon. And then Dave Filoni's like, I don't like that. I'm going to change it. I really do not like Dave Filoni. I really kind of lost a lot of respect for that guy. A lot of respect. So let's talk about the best show in the world.
Definitely.
I got some backup today.
Yeah, dude, that.
I'm not fighting for my life for that doing Wednesday.
No, I agree. Those were 3 great episodes, man.
Man, it was days after, and I was still thinking about episode 8.
You know, they said that episode 8 is the number 10 top rated TV
Top
show
10,
ever.
yeah.
It was great, man. It was great. It was layered, action packed, so much stuff going. And I thought episode 9 was just as good, but for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
8 literally had me tell myself, breathe, DJ, because I was holding my breath because the tension was so.
No, I was the same way, bro. I got seriously emotional at the end of those 2 episodes, like really emotional. Like, dude, my boy Zero, man, and Dietrich. Oh my god, bro! Like
when she got thrown across the courtyard, I was like, no way.
When he found out what was going on, when he realized what, and he went up to her and he started
choked her.
Yeah, because he's always been so mellow, and he just started screaming and choking her, and this is on Disney Plus, and he's choking her, bro.
We got rape. Now we got CDV up in here. I'm like domestic violence.
And then the fight he had with Cassian, where he's like, because
the best part that he's like, who are you? That was the best part.
Yeah, dude, he
was so obsessed with him, and Cassian had no idea
who he was.
Yeah,
and then just popped.
That was like a holy.
The moment in the courtyard when they walked by each other and didn't see each other, I was like, that's the closest they've been since season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then the K2SO droids came out, and it was like Terminator, just launching people in the air, and man, it was
dark.
It was dark, and it was layered, and I think the scary thing about it is so much of it is based off reality. Like, you see, the Empire had no problem using their own people as pawns.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, if they're not going to start it, we're just going to shoot our own guy to make it look like it's an insurrection. And they were setting that up from the first episode.
That's why he had those green guys come in that were the rookies.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Definitely.
I'll get to the super chats after we talk about Andor. I don't want to get off topic real quick, but yeah, it was crazy, man. That speech from Mon Mothma, and then Cassian trying to like escort her out. He's like, "What's your driver's name? What's your driver? Rebel." Just
They have a meme. They have a meme of Mothma's face every time Cassian shoots somebody. She's like,
but you see, the whole Mon Mothma thing was actually really cool because there it showed how she knew she was fighting for something, but she was never in the front line and never got to witness what the sacrifice was until she saw Cassian having to cold-bloodedly kill somebody in order to keep her.
And that's why he was like, "Welcome to you're part of the rebellion now."
Yeah, now you see
welcome to the rebellion.
What's been going on for years behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I a lot of people were like asking me, "Oh, can I just watch episode 8 and 9?" You can, but you're not gonna get.
You won't get the full context.
The whole thing with Bix and all that, you won't get it.
Dude, that Bix thing killed me, bro.
I did not see that coming. She's gonna leave him like that.
Yeah, bro.
Well,
I was like,
we knew. I thought she was gonna die. The way how his character is in Rogue One, I thought she was gonna somehow something tragic was gonna happen.
I think she leaving worse than her dying. I think that's worse than her dying.
And it makes the end of Rogue One even more tragic that he dies on that beach and he never gets to see her again. Yeah. And dude, did you guys catch when the Force healer was telling him like, you're the type of guy that carries? That's the same messenger. Thing that Donnie Yen said to him in the movie. It's like the same type of thing. Like, you're the type of guy that carries up. And then the messenger. And then it goes back to Rogue One where he asked Jen, like, do you think the message got through? Like,
bro, it gets deep,
Deep,
and
yeah.
it's like very, very emotional.
It's very layered, and
Yeah.
I go back. Yes, it's a slow burn, but that burn leads up and makes this more better. You
No,
know,
I was invested. I was telling DJ that for these 3 last episodes, literally, I was like, because the other episodes I watch with my phone and I'm on my phone and watching it, but
Yeah.
these ones I went like mute. I even muted it. I put it to that because I knew something was brewing deep that you
Yeah.
needed to actually focus and pay
Yeah.
attention to the
Yeah.
details. Because
Yeah.
there was the whole Ghost One thing too, right? Gold Squadron was
Yeah.
going to be the one, so that's
Mhm.
it tied in with Rebels, right?
Rebels.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah,
And then Deidre's face when she actually sees the massacre happen, because she's been working at this, but she never actually seen it, you know.
Yeah.
And
Well,
now
and she didn't realize the whole scope too, because she didn't realize
Yeah.
that those mining things were already there on the planet. She found
Yeah.
out right then too. You
Yep.
know,
and
she didn't want to believe him. It was
Yeah.
Cyril that
Yeah.
told her and made her
Mhm.
open her eyes that they've been here for
months.
or years. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
It reminds me of there's a novel, it's supposed to be canon, but I don't know if you would count it canon. It's called Lost Stars.
Mhm.
And it's about people that are part of the empire thinking they're doing good, and then they
Mhm.
start to realize. And a lot of what I saw with Zero and Deidre, dude, in the scene with his mom crying at the end,
Mhm.
bro, that kind of got me too.
Well, you see how the Empire painted, like they were, there are fallen heroes that died at Gomorrah, whatever, and everything.
Yeah.
But that's not what happened. It's just the way they spin
Nope.
it. You know,
It's all propaganda,
Yeah.
man.
Mm.
Yeah, dude, the next 3 episodes, I've never looked so forward to Tuesday. I'm like, man, I cannot wait to get home.
I'm literally after the last episode, I'm literally gonna start writing the
Rogue One. Yeah.
if
Yeah,
you want,
same
man, we
here.
can probably, if you want to do it, DJ, we can probably do a watch party and
Okay.
watch it. If anything,
Yeah, people are like, people were talking about like this is like one of the greatest shows of all time. Some of the greatest, dude. I think it's one.
I
some
want
of
to say the greatest of
Star
all time,
Wars.
but it's good television.
since the OG trilogies and the prequels, I would say yes. I would
Like
say
it goes so well with a new. It even elevates A New Hope even more, because
100%.
now when Tarkin comes in, is like the last of the Senate has been demolished or whatever his exact words were. It just makes it even more important.
and you know why? Because of that
Yeah.
last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That they
because now you can go back and watch A New Hope,
Yeah.
and while you're watching A New Hope, you can just picture Mon Mothma's speech.
Yeah.
You know, and the guy they got to play Bail Organa was phenomenal.
Yeah, he was good. But it was all like I looked into it. It was basically a conflict of shooting. He was doing another show.
Jimmy Smith
And-
wanted to come
yeah.
back, but he was already
Yeah,
filming
he
something
couldn't.
else.
Oh,
And
okay.
the fact it was being shot, I believe, in Spain or Portugal or something, that the logistics just didn't
Didn't work out.
didn't work out at all.
Yeah, it would have been
Yeah,
good
doing
to have
whatever.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Smith's back, but the guy
They-
they got I thought was pretty good too.
It was good. It looked like a younger him anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
all Latinos
yeah.
look alike.
Okay, let's get to these super chats. Lion Main Man. Wow, try saying that 3 times.
Lion Main
Yeah, I
Man.
know, right?
Doing a
Sounds like-
$5 super chat. Thank you so much. I don't understand the praise for Thunderbolts. It was a trash movie.
It wasn't trash.
No, it was not trash. People use that word too much. It's trash. It's trash. It's trash. Well, send in a super chat explaining why you think it's trash. Because
Yeah.
you,
For
you know
$15.
what's you know what's trash? Madam Web is trash.
Oh, that was
Craven is trash.
beyond trash.
Venom is trash.
If I had to
Morbius
describe
is
Thunderbolts, overhyped, but not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, overhyped.
But not bad.
I just don't understand why people just automatically just throw out the word trash. Like there are so many other movies that you can, like say this is trash, and there's no way you can honestly sit there and say Thunderbolts is on the same level as
To
Madam
me,
Web.
trash is an unwatchable movie. Like you can't get through the movie. That's how bad it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What
then
do you guys think about the name
for
change?
unicorn.
The name change? Well, it was expected. We knew from the very beginning. I thought it was going to be Dark Avengers. I remember going to multiple streams, even this one, saying, we're going to get Dark Avengers. We're going to get Dark
And
Avengers.
we said it
New
many times at
Avengers.
the beginning too that they were going to change the name because it's an asterisk.
Yeah. Now that they did it earlier than probably what they thought, maybe, but I don't think it would have changed any outcome whatsoever.
I don't like people online talking about, oh, they changed the name
Yeah.
because the numbers are bad. This was
No.
planned from the
Dude,
beginning. There's no way overnight they were like, oh, we got to get a whole marketing campaign out to
Yep.
change this.
Yeah.
No, this was planned from the beginning.
We wouldn't have gotten the asterisk at the end of the name.
Exactly. Yeah.
I left a comment under one of the Geek and Gamers guys' video. I think Ryan Kennel. I left the comment out because he's like, they're being desperate. I was like, bro, there's no way in less than 24 hours they just decided, hey, we're gonna do this. They had all this planned ahead of time. When Florence Pugh ripping the thing off was filmed at the red carpet, they just waited to upload it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was all planned.
It was
all planned. Yeah.
So the box office did come out. And
it's still holding strong.
Yeah,
that's amazing. That's
still holding strong.
Plus 155 change. That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And Thunderbolts only dropped 55%, which is pretty good too, all things considering.
And it's sad that they took the Revenge of the Sith out of the theaters because it would have been like top 5 for sure.
Yeah, it was only a limited release.
Yeah,
I know.
It was only
Clown in a cornfield. Ooh, that sounds
what is that? That's number 5.
Clown in a cornfield.
Wow, clown in a cornfield.
Woo! Yeah, I want to go see that.
Hey man, watch Death of a Unicorn. That could be the double feature.
Oh my
Clown
God.
in a cornfield. Wow.
Clowns in the cornfield. All about clowns.
You know, you always wonder how did these things get passed? It's not just I'm gonna put a movie out. You have to go through a whole checks and balance.
I mean, dude, it's number 5, so
I mean, it's number 5.
People are watching it.
I'm curious to see what the hell it's
I
about.
don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how these things get out. I don't know, boy.
Rome threw in a $5 super chat. Rob, have you looked for a new job? It's best to start looking for a new job.
Oh, it's a
2
horror
years
movie.
after because you're missing out
out.
on making more. No, I'm not the job flip flopper guy. I mean, I worked at Walmart for almost 20 years, so like I don't like to have a big resume. I want to be a dedicated person.
High Rotten Tomatoes review.
But with that said, I have applications out. I have been on interviews, but I have not found anything that makes as much as I'm making now, which isn't a lot. So that tells you how much I'm getting from these other people's offers. So I am looking. They're just I can't find nothing right now.
Yeah, 73.64. Okay. Clowns in the cornfield.
It's got
There's a bunch of crackers.
It's got a 73 on Rotten Tomatoes and a 64 audience score. So it's fresh.
I think there's a guy that follows Rob on here. Zach Gozal, I think that's his name. I can't. I've seen him on here several times, and I watch his video, and he does a show where all the movies he watched that month, he'll do a breakdown of them.
Mm-hmm.
And he said there's a horror movie called Popeye now. He says it's the third one. Have any of y'all ever watched it?
Like Popeye the Sailor Man?
Yes. He has
he's
got radioactive spinach or something.
I know they did like the Winnie the Pooh one, and aren't they doing a Mickey Mouse one?
Yeah, it's already out. It's called Steamboat something.
And they did a Fantasy Island one too, where like TV show Fantasy Island. You remember that? Well,
yeah. The plane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because all those Disney properties are starting to get
we call it trademark, not trademark, but
whatever. Free use, I guess. I think it's got a certain term.
Well, how in the world do you make public horror movie?
What is that called? Now you got me all.
Fair use, I think it's called.
Popeye it's called Popeye the Slayer Man. Slayer Man.
Public domain.
Popeye's Revenge.
Yeah. Did you see the new shots for He-Man?
Yo, yes.
Bro. Tila looking good, bro.
Yeah.
Look at the close-up pictures, and maybe it's just for props, but the gun looked like doggone cowboy gun pistols. So like, I don't look like a.
I haven't seen no gun. I saw a sword.
I saw a sword. Him like flipping the sword around and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a picture of Tila with him. And you can see her gun belt. It looks like a Western.
I'm trying to find
that picture.
It's the one of him with the cops. Where's the one with him and Tila?
All right. Are you guys gonna go see Final Reckoning?
Yeah, I actually rewatched Day of Reckoning today.
You talking about
Mission Impossible?
Did you see Tom Cruise what he did
No.
to promote it? He got on top of the dome of the what's it called?
In Vegas,
The roof of the BFI IMAX in London. He got on top of the roof.
jumped off or something.
No, he's just standing there in his suit and stuff, and he's like fixing his cufflings and stuff like that.
You know, you gotta do some kind of stunt for his movies.
Yeah, people were like checking him out from the outside.
I don't know if I'll see it in theater now. I don't know. I might.
Yeah.
Me neither. I lost
planned
interest
on
in those
watching
movies.
it.
Yeah, I'll probably wait till it comes out on streaming.
It does look like a cowboy gun, Danny.
I mean, I saw it. I was like, so maybe that's just
But
a prop. Maybe
It's
just
only
a
the
prop.
hilt though. That
like
you
a,
can see.
placement gun or whatever.
Yeah. But
So I
dude,
would
that
say-
sword is directly
That sword
from.
is very accurate.
Yeah,
Very
I mean,
accurate.
it's like that's like a replica right there.
I'm really surprised they dyed her hair red because usually a lot of times they don't bother making actresses dye their hair anymore.
Mhm.
But I think he needs to be a little bit bigger when he transforms.
I mean, he's wearing a shirt though. Wait till he gets
Yeah.
off the shirt.
Mm.
I
You
mean,
should have
already
seen what
pretty-
he looked like before that.
He's pretty big in that shirt now. I ain't gonna lie.
Bigger than me.
Yep. You know, all of us, but I understand. When you look, I think of He-Man, I'm like muscles on muscles.
That sword, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sword is very accurate. I hope it's good because I'm not a real big fan of She-Ra, but I like Hordak. So I would want to see
Yeah.
if they do a story of him reuniting with his sister and then going to what's the place where Hordak was at? It wasn't Eternity, it was somewhere. I can't think of it.
Hordak?
Hordak is Skeletor's mentor.
There was something you guys said like 3 seconds ago. I wanted to comment. I got hopped up on He-Man. Oh, man, what the heck were you guys saying?
We're talking about Popeye and
You were talking about the
horror
clown?
movies. The clown.
No, I was a little bit after that. Oh, Day of Reckoning.
Oh,
Yeah, so I plan on seeing Mission Impossible next weekend. But for the life of me, it's been so long since Day of Reckoning, I couldn't remember what it was. So my wife's like, I want to watch it so we can be
watching.
refreshed. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't remember liking that movie too much. It was okay. When we rewatched it today, yeah, it was much better than what I thought it was the first time I saw it.
Rewatch
The
it.
Mission Impossible movies are good, but to me they kind of like
Blend in.
like the Rocky movies. I like Rocky 1. I'm really not a fan of Rocky 2. I love Rocky 3.
You don't like Rocky
4.
2?
I like 1 better. 5 I can't stand.
No, nobody does.
I'm not a fan of Rocky Balboa.
I love that one.
Then I like the Creed. It goes into the Creeds, and I kind of like Creed 2 and 3 better than 1.
Really? I thought Creed 1 was the best one.
Yeah, I like 1 better.
So it's just like that. And then like if you go into the Predators, I love Predator 1 and 2 and 3. The rest of them are crapola. To me.
Yeah.
I won't say
I know
trash, I'll say crapola.
These new ones look pretty good coming out.
Yeah, this new Predator, I'm very interested in seeing that.
Abs threw in a $2 super chat. How do you owe the IRS
This
$8K?
man's all in your finances. You need a finance
Lord.
advisor.
No, exactly.
Unless you're gonna help me pay it, man. I already explained that several times how I owe the IRS $8K.
Bro, you good to me. I'd be like, man, I'm sorry, but this ain't none of your business unless you gonna throw me an $8,000 super
Unless
chat.
you-
Other than that, let's keep it moving.
If you want to send me an 8K check, we talk.
I'll send you my cash app. You want to send me
right?
$8,000 to
We
pay
can
for
talk.
it? I mean, let me show you. I'm about to say something. I should
Rob we won't be here next week.
B McKin doing a 999 super set. Rob waiting on the Peacemaker watch party. Hey, I'll do a Peacemaker season 1 watch party. Soon as you help me with this IRS problem I got.
So, man, that intro Peacemaker, that alone makes you be like, I'm not watching.
The
this.
only
Good
reason
man.
why I would even consider watching the season 1 is because the trailer for season 2 looks so good. But I hate John Cena and I hated the Peacemaker.
I didn't
hate
like
John
the
Cena,
character, so
But
yeah.
I'm telling you, that intro, man, make me like,
The whole little dance,
Oh,
the
my
bad
goodness.
choreography and everything.
oh
yeah.
my God, I'm like, I can't take this seriously.
Yeah.
I
I
did
think
like
I
his
lasted
daddy,
3
though.
episodes only.
The guy that plays his daddy is I think, a fantastic actor.
I hate when he killed Rick Flag in Suicide Squad. I was like, I hate you
Yeah.
for life. Rick Flag was my favorite character. I wanted to see him in Deadshot one more time. We
Yeah.
didn't do it. We didn't get it.
Cool.
Man.
Didn't you say there was new news about they get a new director for the Batman 2? Rob?
Yeah, there's no new official director, but rumor going around now is that Matt Reeves is leaving. He's no longer going to be attached to it. That tells
For
me that
obvious
his
reasons.
sickness has probably gotten worse,
Worse. You need to step away.
which sucks, man. He's one of my favorite. He's in my top 10 favorite directors in Hollywood right now. Which absolutely sucks for his family and him and everybody. And I hope he can beat it.
I know it ain't gonna happen. But could you imagine Ryan Coogler doing a Batman?
I want to see Ryan Coogler do original things, though.
Yeah, I think that's if he's original, that's better for Ryan Coogler. He can be
I think
more.
I do too, but I think that I would like to see his take on it, to see how would he do it, because the first Black Panther to me was fire. You know, there's controversy with the second one. You ain't got to get into that and beat that dead horse. But that first Black Panther, man, and I think that they would definitely give him more of a budget so it won't look all cringe like the third act of Black Panther, the first one looked. I would be interested in seeing that.
If okay, so I will take that bet and I'll raise you $1. And what I mean by that is I will take Ryan Coogler as Batman director, but I want it as the DCEU or the DCU Batman. Like if I would take Ryan Coogler to direct Batman, but not that Batman. I want to see the DCU version of Batman. I heard two rumors going around. Either they're gonna get one of the directors from the Penguin show to direct Batman 2, or Batman 2 is just gonna get canceled. Which makes the most sense, because why would you have two different Batman movies going on at the same time?
Yeah.
Did y'all hear the news about Spider-Man 4? The possibility, the rumor?
Dude, I heard so many rumors about that thing. Didn't they just cast somebody else for that?
Yeah,
too?
so no, apparently they have this Puerto Rican actress coming in now, and everybody's speculating, and that means she's gonna play Miles' mom.
Wow.
Oh, the chick from The Bear. Yeah, dude, she's phenomenal.
Yeah,
She's
but they're
phenomenal.
speculating because she's Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
and Miles' mom.
The rumors are all there.
Yeah, the rumors are like she's gonna play Miles' mom. So
yeah, it's like the people watching Daredevil Born Again, where you had Officer Morales mentioned.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "It's his dad," you know, it's his dad. It's his dad.
Yeah.
And they got well, I'm not gonna watch, but they got a ton of rumors. New Superman movie. I mean,
I don't even pay attention to those
every week, every day. TM is
correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Miles Morales' father's last name isn't Morales?
Correct.
It's Jackson, right?
Yep.
Yeah, his dad's black, his mother's Hispanic.
Yeah, he's got his mom's last name.
His mom's last name.
Yeah. So that whole Morales thing.
Yeah.
Bull crap.
Yeah.
More concerning. Have you heard about the Fantastic Four, and they're redoing reshoots right now?
Kind of can't not hear about it with geeks and gamers going around acting like it's the end of the world.
I just hope that what I said in my trailer is not right. 3
flops in a row.
Flops in a row is not a good look.
4. Oh, you're talking about MCU. Yeah, it's not a good look. Well, technically,
financial flops. I won't say
yet.
I won't say fan flops, but financial flops is not. That's not a good look.
Thunderbolts hasn't flopped yet. It's only starting its second week. It's at 273 million.
Even though I didn't like it, I hope it succeeds, because I mean I don't want to see the MCU suffer. I want to see DCU suffer. I want all the comic book movies to be successful, to keep it going, because I think there's a lot of good stories out there. But just wasn't my cup of tea for me, far as rewatchability. But I hope Fantastic Four is good, but it's going up against 2 buzzsaws, bro. All I got to say.
Yeah, they should have moved it, man. They should have moved it to June.
I'd have moved it.
I would have moved ahead of it. Yeah,
I'll move behind it. Let that dinosaur die down, buddy. Because this
dude, Jurassic World.
It's right here, going to freaking
destroy it.
Yeah, and Superman will pick up the pieces, and then there ain't gonna be no scraps left for Thunderbolt or Fantastic Four.
Because it goes Jurassic Park, Superman, then Fantastic Four that month.
Yep. I would be the end of August or Labor Day weekend.
Rob, every episode you finish, it's $50.
From the watch party,
you can get. Okay, here's my Cash App. Go ahead and send it, and I will.
I'll watch every episode for $50. Season 1 and 2.
I'll watch every episode. I'll do whatever you want for $50 an episode.
I don't know about everything you want.
Did you hear the interviews where Bob Iger and Kevin Feige kept throwing each other under the bus?
No.
Yeah. So Bob Iger came out and was like, yeah, like the problem is that we have too much stuff and it's not good quality. Like we had like way too much Disney Plus stuff and way too much movies. And then Kevin Feige came out and was like, we just have too much crap. Like we never had to give people homework to watch any of the movies before. Now they got to watch WandaVision. They got to watch this, and this. It's like, it's just too much crap, you know? So they're like throwing each other kind of back and forth under the bus.
But I think Danny said this way back in the day. When Disney Plus first came out, what was the big complaint? You ain't got no content. You ain't got no content. And then they were like, okay, here's all the content. You got too much content.
But it wasn't good content. The earlier stuff was good. It started off good.
You can't make MCU and Star Wars fans happy, boy. I would not want that job because
I know, right?
You probably have a heart attack, no hair.
Kevin Feige doesn't have any hair.
You got about that much area to play in to make everybody happy. If you go anywhere more, you're done.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, yeah, we wanted content, but we shouldn't have to like I shouldn't have to watch Skeleton Crew in order to watch the next Star Wars movie. Which I didn't watch Skeleton Crew. I watched the first 2 episodes. That was it.
If you would have asked me what they should have done, bring back shows like
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.,
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that kind of stuff where it's in that universe, but not directly.
Yeah,
you have to see this to understand this. Maybe Easter egg here into that kind of stuff. But
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. went like 7 seasons, and guess what? You can watch every MCU movie, never watch an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But if you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you get like another look at things.
Yeah.
That's what they should have done.
I don't necessarily think the properties are that bad. I think they put them in the wrong medium.
Yeah,
some of the properties that should be TV shows, they make movies, and some of the movies some of the things they make movies should be TV shows. I think for me now, Thunderbolts could have been a TV series. I think it would have been better.
Well, how about this, Danny? How about made for TV movies on Disney Plus? Like Netflix, just have a movie go straight to Disney Plus.
But I think when they put all that money in the budget, they don't get the payback because the subscriptions is not as much money as butts in the seat.
But they're losing money. And they're losing money on Disney Plus.
You got show like Ironheart. Ironheart comes out 45 days. There hasn't been one trailer for this show yet.
And ain't nobody want to watch it.
There hasn't been one trailer for this show yet.
Did you see that they were desperate that they did like an interview with Tom Robert Downey Jr. gave it 2 thumbs up? That man ain't watched that crap.
That's sad though.
But you only have the actress out here promoting her show.
No, she was the worst thing about Wakanda Forever.
Take her out that movie, and that movie is 10 times better.
Me and DJ both said she was too urban.
Yeah,
people look like us said that you're too urban. That right there is a problem.
Damn, that sounds kind of racist.
Well, not even that. It's Ironheart. There was no tie-in to Tony Stark at all.
Nothing.
At all.
And what they could have done, and they dropped the ball. Little boy he saved or helped in Iron Man 3. He could have been tied in there something. Iron Man Jr. They could have done something better than Ironheart.
No, all they had to do, Danny, was when that foundation that Tony talked about was in Iron Man 3 or 2?
3. Oh, Civil War.
That
MD, how did I sound ignorant?
Whoa. Who's calling Danny?
MD.
Don't be disrespectful now.
Yeah.
No, we're not acting like Jason Whitlock. We're not acting like Jason Whitlock.
No. And me and Danny aren't the one that had that opinion about that. They made her very stereotypical in that movie. If anything, it's an insult that they did that.
Where is my wrench?
All right, take care of it.
Oh my gosh. But no, I agree, man. She could have been removed from that movie and it would have changed. It wouldn't change anything in her character.
The only purpose for that movie was that she made that machine. That was the only purpose for that movie.
Yeah. It was a plot device.
Yeah,
it was a plot device.
Yeah, she's a MacGuffin. That's all she was. She was a MacGuffin.
Yeah, it was a MacGuffin. That's all she was. And that could have been. Can you imagine them doing Miles Morales without having Spider-Man involved?
Yeah.
Like you can't have Miles Morales without Spider-Man. You can't have Ironheart without Tony Stark, man.
Exactly.
You know, if they would have made if they would have planned ahead, they should have introduced Riri Williams before Endgame.
Yeah,
like maybe he was tutoring her during the blip or something, But no, they waited until it was like all these people's contracts were up and they didn't want to come back, and they're like, "Well, what are we gonna do now?"
A way they could have done that was all they had to do was have Tony like in his office and picked up a picture of him, his first official, recipient of his foundation, and see her in the picture. That's all you had to do, and that connects it.
Even if they didn't do that, DJ, I would have been happy if she would have stayed on Wakanda and been under kind of Shuri's wing or something to develop her. And when we finally do get Black Panther 3, which they're rumoring, then we can see them
working together and stuff. Yeah.
No, like you got at the end of Black Panther, right? The whole university, the whole student thing that they were planning of opening.
She could have been one of the students.
She could have been one of those students.
I would love to see Shuri and Iron Man interact. I wonder why we didn't get that. I would love to see that.
Yeah. Well, he was in space.
Well, at the time, remember,
she was blipped.
And she was blipped, and her brother was still,
I'm saying during the Infinity War, they were in two different spots. I would like to see them interact.
Yeah. Would have been cool.
Yeah.
We need to get Shuri, Tony, Reed Richards, and Rocky all together.
All in the same room. Yeah.
Yeah.
All together. Yeah, but no one's talking about Ironheart. I think, when I was watching Tales of the Underworld, I was sitting there thinking, like, why didn't they just make this one short movie? Like, why? Like, because one episode was like 10 minutes, and then you had to hit next, and then hit like
it's like an anthology. What they doing?
Yeah, like why didn't they just put it together? Why did they break it up in episodes? And I don't know. I would. They could do a Ghost Rider Disney Plus short film.
I go back. The Werewolf by Night.
Yeah,
do the hour-long special.
You love that show, boy.
I love the show.
Werewolf by Night was great.
I love the concept of that special. If you want to introduce a character that's not on that level, but you're going to be important later, like Moonlight could have been one of those hour-long specials.
I tried to watch Moonlight yesterday, and
I only got 2 episodes.
It didn't age well, huh?
Yeah,
it didn't age well.
But Moonlight could have been an hour-long special,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I got two episodes into Moon Knight, 3 episodes into She-Hulk.
Yeah,
I almost watched She-Hulk again yesterday.
Man, you must be bored, bro.
I was bored.
But you won't watch Andor. But you
I know, right?
I did watch Andor. I sent you the thing. I watched the episode where it was like, "We are Gore." Da, 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 da. And that's why I said, "I am Danny. I will not watch." Did you not get that? I watched episode 8 and I was like, okay.
How do y'all feel about Disney screwing over Jeremy Renner?
Well, he came out and said that he's still in talk.
Thank you.
Okay, so in talk.
Thank you.
Yeah, he just said that like they wanted to pay him less. He's like, I'm not going to do it for less. But they're still in talk.
They said halfway. They said halfway made first season.
Well, you know why? Because their movies are bombing, the ratings are down, and like they got to cut budget. But unfortunately, you can't cut that dude's budget. Yeah. And Haley Steinfeld after Sinners has gone up too.
Jeremy, like, look, man, I got medical bills to pay. I got
that's what he said. He said, I didn't ask for more. He said, I asked for my same what I got first season. Yeah. And he's like, plus now if I have to do stunts, it's even more worse on my body now than before. So
he's not going to be doing the stunts.
But just running around, like some scenes you gotta run, stuff like that. But if the man's actually he got paid the first, he's not asked for more. Give him what he got paid the first time.
Lord, don't let them recast him. They'd be like, "Oh, see, they recasted Hawkeye, but they recasted."
At this point, to be honest with you, I just don't care if they recast him.
I like Jeremy Renner. I'm already.
I like him too. But I don't care. Like, I come to a point now in my life that there's bigger problems.
I see him being like a mentor to the new younger Avengers are coming out. Him being a mentor to them.
Yeah.
It's kind of like did y'all watch Young Justice when it was on TV?
Yeah.
How the Red Tornado was like their mentor. I can see him being their mentor.
It still sucks. They didn't do a Black Widow Hawkeye movie.
That should have been the freaking movie.
And explain Budapest. It should be all about Budapest. That's what the whole movie.
I actually was talking today. I was doing my gaming stream, and there was a guy on the stream that you're gonna be shocked. His favorite character in the MCU is Taskmaster.
Wow.
Was he mad?
And
was he mad about Thunderbolts?
And he loved. I don't think he saw it because I asked. I'm like, and he didn't really answer me. So I guess
disappointed. So don't be late.
I was like, I said it exactly what you just said. I'm like, you know what? I'm upset that we didn't get the Budapest story.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been, they mentioned, they name dropped it
It
so many
was
times
a
in
running
different
joke,
movies.
for
It would have been cool to see at least a part of that or anything about that, but you don't. Well, you get part of it why they go back at one point, but that's it.
Like Black Widow should have started off with Hawkeye remembering about
like
Natasha,
telling a story about
and so what happened in Budapest, and then that's where the movie starts.
So technically it's a sequel to Endgame, but a prequel because he's telling you a story.
Yeah.
They're not smart enough to figure that out, bro.
You and me remember Budapest real differently.
Yeah.
And it pans into that.
Yeah.
Right?
Like he could be like sitting down at his farm.
And the kid, his son or daughter, said, "What happened to Aunt Natasha in Budapest?"
What they could have done, like Spider-Man Blue, the comic book Spider-Man Blue. Peter goes up to the attic and he sees like old postcards from Gwen, and they tell the story with him and Gwen. He could be like up in the attic, see something from Natasha's, and then like his daughter said, "What's that, Dad? Well, let me tell you the story." But no, we're gonna go. Oh man,
it could have been so much better.
Disney.
Yeah. What do you think? Why do you think they took Taskmaster out so fast? You think it was
apparently they had longer roles. Her and Ghost had more of a longer
stuff. Yeah,
and you could tell Ghost was kind of taken because they never even talked about Ghost's trauma. How they did anybody else's,
And that's one thing we all said, right? In one of the streams that we didn't get any backstory or trauma stories from Ghost or Taskmaster.
No, a little bit from Agent Walker.
Bucky we know, but
but at the end when they go into the void,
each person should have had their own scene where they're fighting there,
and it should have intertwined or something.
And then not just everybody showed up with
everybody was there.
Like it took her 30 minutes to get past that, and they just walked right in. Like, come on, y'all.
I think they picked the wrong person to shoot. I would have shoot Ghost and keep Taskmaster because seeing her experiences in the Red Room, I think would have been more exciting.
She had more trauma than anybody in that group.
Because her dad put her through an additional training on top of that Red Room.
It's been weird though, because Taskmaster would have to be looking at Yelena the entire time. It's like, like, man, I just want to kill you.
If I remember correctly, didn't Ghost have some kind of disease or something? And
that's why Morpheus there put her in the ghost suit or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
she
Phil Collins
phased into whatever. So
doing a $5 super chat. Did you hear Disney is making a park in Abu Dhabi?
Abu Dhabi.
Booze there.
Dude, I do not care, man. I do not care what they put in Abu Dhabi.
I mean, they're making money, man.
They're talking about putting some kind of theme park or something in Santee.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time years ago, they talked putting a Universal Studios back in the day here in Orangeburg.
Back in the day, Disney was supposed to be where Santee was at.
Yeah.
And they dropped the ball. Life would have been so much
better
South
here.
Carolina.
So much better for y'all.
Your rent would have been so much lower.
Did you hear the part where I said I paid $2,400 of rent?
And you get a part where I worked there, and my salary part had been double what it is now. I don't live.
You
there,
think so?
But I work.
You know how much the salary there ain't that good, man.
I know we got enough price raises down here where I'm at in Charleston area.
You guys got a Buc-ee's?
That's
Be happy you got that.
Wow. I gotta drive an hour and a half to get to that. 2 hours to get to that.
Damn. You don't live in Charleston, do you?
I live like 25 minutes from downtown Charleston.
Okay, man, Charleston.
Oh, where I'm at.
If you think Florida is high, and I'm not doubting that it is, boy, good old Charlie Town, buddy. You put a hamburger, man.
I bought my house going on 3 years now, almost 3 years. So my equity in my house has gone up $100,000 since I bought my house.
I don't doubt it.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
I bought mine. Mine's going up probably.
My taxes going up because of that.
Don't you hate that? You lock in your mortgage payment.
Yeah.
The next year, where does this come from? Oh, yeah. Taxes went up, and guess what? House
I
insurance.
think whatever I bought my house at, that's where my tax ratio said.
Exactly, but it don't.
Mine jumped up $60,000.
Y'all complaining now, and there's not even a Disney there.
That's the funny part about the whole economics of owning a house. Right? You think you own your house, but you don't own your house.
That's what I've been trying to tell my wife, man. House is a scam, bro.
And there's
if something goes wrong, you got to pay for that.
Yeah, that's
the pros and cons. But what made me bought my house was because every year my rent was going up like $100. I'm like, I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
And then you gotta ask the landlord, well, can I have this? Can I paint the wall this? Can I do this? No, or at least at my house now, if I want to paint my house orange, I can paint it orange.
I want to knock this wall down, I can knock the wall down.
Man, that's what I hate about the rent. If it would stayed the same, I would have been renting to the day I die. Because when my air conditioning go out, hey, guess what, sir? Blah, blah, blah. Got a plumbing problem. Guess what?
Crazy, man.
Like, I don't want someone to come and say, "Oh, we're going to kick you out now because we're not renting this place out next year."
I saw a posting here for a 2-bedroom apartment for like $2,000.
That's still less than my mortgage.
Yeah, but you think that's high there? But I got friends that live in New York.
That's crazy. Yeah,
you get a closet for
like
$3,000 a month.
Yeah,
like 600 square feet, and they asking like $3,000 or $4,000 a month. I said, you out your mind?
What's getting popular down where I'm at now? People are doing those tiny homes.
Yep,
they're doing.
Dude, I've seen those.
They're doing those tiny homes down.
Abs is coming back. Wonder what kind of info he wants to know now.
You're in test? No.
Abs doing a $5 super chat. Will you guys attend Comic-Con in San Diego?
If I had that kind of money, we would not be complaining right now about working in the house.
You asking him about moving, and you asking him about taxes. So he's going to ignore that and get this plane ticket to go to Comic-Con for 3 days. And
some priorities are not straight.
Fly across the country.
Somebody's priorities are not straight. Mr. Abs, what is your profession?
If I was to get a check, Rob, I'm going to Comic-Con, I would call the IRS and say,
bro, I can't even afford to go to Walmart. What the heck you talking about going to San Diego for Comic-Con?
I don't know, man. Are you a mathematician?
We're getting enough super chats. We all might go.
Bro, my mama died already. She wasn't rich. She didn't leave me anything, bro.
Oh, man.
No, I would not being serious. I want to go. That's on my bucket.
That's on my bucket list. I want to go.
I would want to go to New York Comic-Con over San Diego. I heard San Diego is too
busy. More stuff at Comic-Con be more
bigger at San Diego, right?
Yeah,
because that's where all the movie stuff happens at San Diego.
Hall H, whatever it's called.
I want to go there and see this new Star Wars, and they show us only exclusive to people that attend Comic-Con. Yeah.
I did that at Star Wars Celebration back in 2017. I had to sleep on concrete floors for 72 hours.
I remember you telling me that you.
We have a
wait in line and everything.
Yeah,
we have a good load of people coming this year to the Montreal Comic Con. We have Andy Serkis, Billy Boyd, Elijah Wood, Ian McDermott, Sean Austin, and we got Mr. William Shatner, Montrealer himself.
Yeah. I don't know if I have
$1,000 a month. Good Lord, Lanique.
That's insane. And he's in New York.
How big is it? That's what I want.
Yeah, what's the square footage?
If you say anything under 3,000,
I touch it wall to wall, my arms reach.
Yeah, I went to Star Wars Celebration years ago, back in 2017. I invited Adam too because I got a press pass to go, and it was the 40th year anniversary for the George Lucas panel. I had to sleep on the concrete floors for 24 hours to get into that panel. Then they were doing the Last Jedi first trailer panel. We had to sleep for that one 72 hours. But I got to meet the director, Rian Johnson. He came in like around 2 a.m. and like started meet and greets with people that were sleeping there. And then I'm just saying, hanging out for 72 hours. Adam wasn't taking a bath. It didn't smell good, guys. I'm just saying. And then I did the Rebel season 4 premiere there, so it was a great experience. I had no problem sleeping on concrete for 72 hours because everybody there was Star Wars fans, so you have good conversations going on. It was a great experience, but like my ex-wife, who I was married to at the time, she didn't really care for it. Like,
well, like Star Wars, staying overnight at GameStop for a game release kind of thing. I used to do that when I was younger.
Yeah. So we are out of time now. I guess we're gonna go ahead and end this before Abs asks me any more personal stuff. Danny, sir, where can the people find you?
You can find me on my channel on The Road to Wisdom on Mondays and Fridays at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm about to upload my latest video as soon as we get over here. And you can also find me Wednesday with these two guys below us. And of course, here on Sundays at our new time, which I think is 8. Something like.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good show, fellas. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Danny.
Fun
Gascar,
times.
where can the people find you?
Basco, the Basco Scenario is the channel. Catch us there every Wednesday, 8 p.m. for the show called The Hangout. Man, that's cool.
Cool beans. DJ, where can the people find you, sir?
You guys find my channel, The Token Black Guy. You can find me here on Sunday nights, Wednesday nights with Gasker and Danny. And now, starting every other Sunday now, we're going to me and Rob are doing a gaming show. So that'll be right after this. So
yeah. So no Storms Nation after this stream, because Storm Nation is going to go bi-weekly. Right after this stream, me and DJ is going to be going to do a gaming stream. So lot to talk about there. So hopefully we catch you guys over there. Thank you all for the super chat. Abs, thank you for all the personal questions. I appreciate it, sir. Let me know if you want to write a check to the IRS. I'll tell you what to fill it out to. And I will check you guys all out next time. Later, guys. Peace out.
guys.
Later.